4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, hello and welcome back to the EFC Hour. And on this episode, we're going to be talking about the events from the last UFC card, UFC 276. Just our thoughts on the big fights and what we thought of overall card and just a little bit of the fights.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
We'll start off with Izzy versus Jared Cannonier.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think of the fight?
I mean, as expected,
we all knew,
think,
right?
Yeah.
He was a negative 500
Right.
favorite.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I think like the commentators were saying in the fight, Jared Cannonier needed to be a little bit more aggressive. And a little bit more frantic. Because the issue with Izzy is he's just so tall and his reach is so long, and he's so good with his head movement. He can jab and slip away really quick.
He's just firing on all points at this point.
Exactly.
He's too sharp right now.
Yep.
And the only way we thought the fight would be different was if it went to the later rounds.
Right.
Because Izzy has sometimes trouble, not even trouble, but like you're not gonna win the first or second round.
Right.
He's a fast starter, and he gets his positions really quickly.
Yep.
So we all thought like if you dragged on and then Cannonier introduced the wrestling, there might be a bit of a difference.
Especially when Cannonier fought at heavyweight as well, so he did have that puncher's chance.
Yeah.
And Izzy's just so fast; he doesn't let you hit him.
You need more than a
that
puncher's
often.
chance with Izzy though.
That's
Like
true.
you have to dominate him. Like, you literally have to dominate this guy.
Yep. The one thing Izzy does is he really chops your leg off.
Yeah.
In the beginning,
That lead leg is
the
over. You have to keep switching stances.
Exactly. And I was surprised to see Izzy fight southpaw a lot. He was using his left jab a lot.
He was switching.
And
He was
that
switching.
jab was like almost like a punch.
Yeah.
You know.
But he gave credit to Cannonier's team. He
Yeah,
said that
he
he
did.
couldn't get his second and third sets of offense
Right.
going. To the viewers, we're thinking, okay,
Yeah.
this man's amazing, but
Right.
to Izzy, he knows he could do a lot more. He
Yeah.
couldn't dominate the way he normally
Right.
would have.
Yes.
So
I think, he said they had a good game strategy.
they had a good
I mean,
game plan.
yeah,
They took
game
away
plan.
some of the things he likes to
Yeah.
do. So,
Yeah, well, credit to Jared Cannonier for coming into the ring with him. He's 38. Come on.
but he didn't look that
He
bad.
didn't
It's
look
just
bad at
that
all, yep.
against Izzy, everyone looks
Right.
average or
It's
you know.
true. Except Robert Whittaker, but
Yeah.
uh,
Well, that's another story. But
yeah. But yeah, Jared Cannonier. Props to him. Definitely, he tried his best. Round 3 went to. I
That
gave
third
three to
round,
him.
it
Yep,
was
yep.
good. It wasn't
We
bad.
needed more of that. Right? We needed more of that aggression.
Yeah.
The reason he got the third round is because they showed aggression, and Izzy was a little bit confused on what to do over there when he actually was being more aggressive and showing Izzy he has other skills in his arsenal. So Izzy was like, okay, he has more to fighting than just punching in the pocket. So I think
He kind of like threw caution to the wind in that
Right.
third round. Something in him, he just got desperate.
right.
And he had a lot of success. He's
Yeah.
pushing him against the cage. He was getting those exchanges. It wasn't really winning all the exchanges, but
Right.
he was showing more of an effort.
Right.
I think maybe the counter punching from Izzy made him realize that he doesn't want any more of
Yeah,
this
yeah.
because if he gets a few more, he might get knocked out.
True.
Because he had success. He won that round. I'm sure his corner told him he won that
Yep,
round.
yep.
He got away from it.
Yeah,
It must have been
come
the
back in
counter
fourth
punching.
round and fifth round, Izzy was like, was doing what he was doing in the first 2 rounds. Just picking away from
Yeah.
four. So, yeah, I think most of the fans of MMA know it would have been one-sided, even before going into this fight. So, yeah, so what do you think is next for Izzy?
I don't know, man.
I think he called out Alex Pereira, right? Who also fought in the
Alex
same
Pereira
corner, yeah.
versus Strickland. That
Strickland,
was a
yeah.
crazy fight.
Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
god! Because Strickland was at what number 5.
Number 4,
Go-
yeah.
Number 4,
or
number 5.
yeah.
And he was a favorite.
Fury, exactly.
I personally, honestly, didn't know much about Alex.
Right.
I knew he beat Izzy.
Yep.
He knocked him out, right?
Yep. Not in MMA.
In
Not in UFC,
kickboxing,
but in
he knocked him
kickboxing,
out
yes.
in the past.
Yep.
So
I think Izzy only got knocked out once in his career.
Yeah,
That was Alex
that was
Pereira,
against
yep.
him.
So I was watching one of Faraz Zahabi, his video, and
Yeah.
Faraz was saying he's one of the best kickboxers there is in the history of kickboxing. So, Faraz is saying that, then he is a big deal.
That means a lot. But
Yeah.
man, because I watch Strickland's fights before.
Right.
He's a crazy fighter.
yeah.
Really good. He's got a good jab. He's
Right.
very aggressive, strong wrestler. And I thought this guy's gonna take him out.
Yep.
Because I don't know much about Alex.
Right.
Just being honest, I
Yep.
haven't seen his fights. I know he beat Izzy in the past
Right.
in kickboxing, but dude, this
Yeah,
guy is a sniper.
he
Alex
is,
just
exactly,
took
yeah.
him out with
Dude.
one punch.
he saw his window and clean, across the jaw.
Instant, like
Yep.
the accuracy
Yep.
was on
And I
point.
don't even think the second shot was needed, but I think Strickland's
Bro,
Strickland's
he
like to
followed up with two
yeah,
after that
yep,
initial hit. He
yep,
followed up with two
yep.
just for good
And
measure.
even those two were clean.
They're so clean.
Yep.
But it goes to show that Strickland's team didn't do a good enough job with
Yeah.
the homework because why would you kickbox a kickboxer?
Exactly.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Exactly. When Khabib actually fought Conor McGregor, he had a game plan to start circling as soon as as soon as the bell
Yeah.
hit. He started circling Conor. He never went straight forward to Conor
Yeah.
and started exchanging. He started circling him, and I think that's a good strategy with actually snipers and
But see, I think
boxers.
with Connor, there's enough. People have done enough research on Connor. Like everyone knows, there's no. It's not a surprise. Everyone knows the scouting report on Connor is
Right.
stay away from his left.
Yep.
Stay away from that left.
Yep.
So we all know to circle away from the left, go to his right.
Yep.
But with Alex, maybe
I'm
there
sure
wasn't
his-
enough.
I mean, I'm sure Sean Strickland's team did their homework as well. I mean, before coming on fight, everyone does
Yeah,
their
but
homework. I mean,
Again,
and
do you think he was known as like a knockout?
I think he
kickboxer?
was because he knocked out Izzy. I mean, Izzy's a big name.
Yeah, it's
And then
true.
Faraz spoke about him. I mean, coaches know him.
I think
Coaches
he
know,
was
yeah.
just taking him lightly,
Yeah,
bro.
I think so.
He
Too.
must have
Yep.
just been, too
Yeah.
overconfident.
Yep. And he should not have, stuck in the pocket with him.
He should
No,
not have been in that
yep,
exchange.
yep.
You're right, because that punch came from out of
Yep,
nowhere.
yep, yep. It was
Strickland had no
clean,
idea
yep.
where he was, what he was doing. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think? Do you
One of those
think
nights, right?
Alex has a chance against Izzy?
I think so. I think Izzy called Alex out, right?
He called him out
wanted-
because he
wanted
wants to get that
reach-
one
yep,
back. But do you
yep.
think
I think Hamza called out Alex. I was watching Hamza's,
you're right? Hamza did
tweet.
call him
I
out.
think
Yeah, he
called
did.
out.
He did.
I think that fight is exciting as well. I mean, I thought Hamzat was due to fight Bilal Muhammad.
Dude, he's going up and down.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be at 170.
Yeah.
He's calling at 185s.
Yep.
This guy's all over the place.
I mean,
But
I wouldn't
it's
be surprised he
exciting.
calls out heavyweights and light heavyweights.
Yeah.
What he does. So.
But
So,
I
yeah,
think
I mean,
if Alex fights Izzy, it might be. Again, I don't know. I think Izzy will take him out only because Izzy's not going to stand in there
Right.
kickboxing him. It's a
Right,
UFC
right.
fight.
But
He
then
might just
it's
wrestle him, or he might
yeah.
take away the lead leg.
Yeah, but then I think they're both very similar in their fighting style.
Yeah.
Izzy's style, Alex's style as well. they're
But
very
Izzy's
lean.
feints and his
He
setup
does,
is
he
next
does,
level.
yeah.
Like this guy,
Right.
the way he sets up is so.
It's
He's playing chess.
Yep,
He's literally playing
yep,
chess.
yep.
It's feints.
But then Sean was number 4, and the way Alex took him down, I mean, knocked him out. I mean,
He
that
wasn't
shouldn't-
even
that
in the
shouldn't have
top
happened with
5, I
number
think.
4,
He
you
wasn't
know?
even in the top 10.
Exactly, he wasn't in the top 10. I think it was 11 or 13. I could be wrong in the rankings, but
Absolutely crazy.
yeah. But what he did with number 4 guy, I mean, that's pretty surprising as well.
It's
So, you know,
insane. So
It's
it's
hard.
exciting, yeah. It's exciting that Izzy has some more options.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's not just one or two guys. He has a few more
Yep,
options.
yep. All right, let's get into the second fight: Max versus Alexander Volkanovski, dude.
Max,
upset,
oh my
man.
God, bro! I was so excited for this fight.
Me
I
too.
thought Alex was gonna finally walk into a Max that's gonna be gunning for that
Yep.
revenge. He's gonna come do right that wrong.
Right.
And because I thought he won that second fight. I was 100% convinced he won
Yeah,
the
he gave
second
the
fight.
to
A lot
Max.
of people thought he won
Yeah.
three out of the 2 rounds. And Alex looks really good, but Max looked amazing against
Yeah.
Calvin Kattar. He looked so good.
Yeah, he was speaking to Calvin. He was speaking during the fight. He was like, he
Yeah.
was looking at DC and saying, "I'm the best boxer in this
Yeah,
industry."
he
so-
looked so good. So
yeah.
I was so excited for this card. I was so
Yeah.
happy. And then, man,
But Alex looked really good with Brian Ortega as well. I mean, Ortega actually gave him quite a good fight.
see, I wasn't
And-
worried. I didn't weigh that too high because Max destroyed Ortega.
It's true.
He destroyed all these guys.
It's true.
He beat Aldo.
Yeah.
I think he beat him twice.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, whatever. Alex beat them. Max already beat him. It's fine. It doesn't really change the way I view Alex.
Yeah.
I was just a hater, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know. But man, I was so convinced Max was gonna dominate this fight. Because we've seen these guys twice
Yep,
already.
yep. And I just have a different love for Max, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I just like him.
It's sad, dude. It's
yeah, it was
sad.
sad. The way the fight went, was after the third round, I was just sad to watch Max in that stage.
Did you give him
'cause-
any rounds?
No.
I didn't give him a single round, dude. I don't even think he won an exchange.
Yeah.
The way
For
Alex
for
was.
some reason, I think he froze.
You think he froze?
Yeah, I think he just froze. just one of those nights. He just froze. He wasn't throwing much, first of all, and whatever he was throwing was just a step behind.
He was throwing, but whatever he was throwing, he was meeting with like 3 or 4
He was
responses.
hitting the air, bro. Most of the time, he was just getting air.
His range was off.
Yep.
That's what it was.
Yep.
His range was completely
And
off.
Alex's range was that much better.
Yeah.
He was finding every shot, most of the shots. He was closing the gap, coming inside the pocket, slipping the jab, and going out. So Alex's head movement is so good.
It's
I mean, all
so
these
good.
guys who train in the same gym,
The
what gym
Australian
is it?
gym.
Yeah,
Something kickboxing.
American kickboxing.
No. Let me just Google that. City kickboxing.
City kickboxing.
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah.
they
same
both
gym.
train out at the gym. Yeah, him and Izzy have similar mannerisms. They
Yep.
both set up a lot of feints.
Yeah.
Dude, when Alex came out in that first round, he was so aggressive. I'm
Yep.
like, okay, there we go. His
Was
gas
throwing
tank is
he was putting so much power on each of his punches. I thought
Yeah.
his cardio is gonna burn up, and then Max is gonna take away from 3, 4, and 5.
yeah, because he was standing
Yep.
there. He wanted to be in like that
Yeah.
telephone booth
Yep,
style
exactly,
boxing.
yeah.
Just let's go, meet me in the
And
center.
he was trying to take his head off in the
Yeah.
first round.
I thought he's gonna gas himself out
Yep.
because already the adrenaline,
Yep.
the nerves, the crowd is booing him. He wants to put out Max so badly. I'm
Yep.
like, all right, this guy's not gonna last. But man, his gas tank, he kept
Yeah.
that same intensity
Up
all 5
until
rounds.
the last bell. of
Even in the 5th round, he didn't have to even
No,
go because he could have
exactly,
just
yep,
ran around
Yep.
and he
I think-
dominated.
I think after the 3rd and 4th round, Alex actually asked Max, "Do you want to keep continuing?
No
You
way.
want to keep going after that gash he had in the eye?"
Yeah, he opened him up
Yeah.
pretty bad, bro. I felt.
So-
I don't think Max won even a single exchange.
No.
That's how. Not a single
Yeah, there was
exchange.
not one moment where I can give it to Max.
It's insane. Do you
Yeah.
think he comes back? Do you think he gets the title fight? Anytime soon?
What do you think went wrong, first of all?
To be honest, I think the not sparring caught up to him.
You think so?
Because there's 2 guys that haven't been sparring: Tony Ferguson
Right.
and Max.
Okay.
Both those guys took the losses that they took
Right.
are so intense. Like, I think there is a place for sparring.
Right.
Maybe not to the level that certain people do,
Yep.
but you have to spar.
Yeah.
And to eliminate sparring completely and rely on just a mental game
Right.
or virtually training with your coaches through Zoom,
Yep.
because you have to understand, you get your timing from your
trains on Zoom?
partners. That's what he said. He said he
Okay.
trained with his during COVID.
Right.
One of his coaches was training him on Zoom. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing that he's so dedicated that he also trains on Zoom, or he should have found an alternative.
Like again, COVID was tough for
Right.
everyone, but for you to eliminate sparring,
Yeah.
I don't think it's smart. It's
I
not
mean, they
because
usually
your
do that
timing
because
is
they
there.
want to keep their chin intact, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to.
He literally looked a
Throw
step
this
behind. He
thing,
literally
yeah,
looked
yeah.
one step behind. He would throw it,
Yeah.
but it was so telegraphed. Alex, even the audience, we saw it
Yeah,
coming when he was
yeah,
setting up
yeah.
the overhand right. We're like, bro, we see it.
He's just so fast, bro, Alex.
Or do you think it's Alex? His speed is making people
I
like
think it's
that.
both. First of all, Max couldn't find a rhythm all night. He just couldn't find his rhythm at all. I mean, he was trying to do things, but he just couldn't do them. And the second thing is, Alex just got better, bro. I mean, I think Alex also came out with a vengeance to just show the people how good he is.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because when Alex fought Zombie,
right.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, man, why is this guy fighting so much slower than
Right,
Alex?
right.
Or why did he look so
It's very
much
true.
slower?
Exactly. So when you look back, right, both Zombie and Max are never this way. They're always
don't
always
look that-
fast. They're
yeah.
always in and out. They're always very agile. And both of them with Alex, they just were slowed down for some
So
reason.
maybe it's credit to Alex. He's
Maybe,
making them
yes. Yep.
think too much.
Yep.
He's doing certain things by setting up feints or
Right,
traps,
right.
and they're thinking and processing. So with them doing that extra step of thinking,
Yep.
it's slowing them down like half a second.
Yep.
And that's when Alex is in and out,
Yep.
putting his body of work in, and it's jumping at.
Alex just knows where the punch is coming and is just moving.
He's in his athletic prime,
Yep,
bro. He's
yep.
figured out his game plan. He knows what works for him,
Right.
and he's sticking to that like
Yeah,
glue.
yeah,
Like he is not getting wavering from that.
I mean, he'll definitely go down in history as one of the best.
Yeah. As much as I'm
Otherwise-
Alex hater, and
Yeah.
I have to acknowledge
For
I
some
am.
reason, I like Alex, bro. I mean, he never talks trash. I mean, he does talk trash, but he's never very vulgar about.
Yeah, I've
in
just
his
been
trash
salty
talk.
after he won against Max twice because Max was my guy, bro. I love Max.
I mean, the judges, but it all comes down to the judges.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, judging hasn't been the best in UFC for a while now.
That second one, I'm still gonna be salty
Yeah,
about it. He
yeah.
definitely won that second
Yeah.
fight.
But at least credits to him, he gave Max.
He did.
the
He
third
did. He
fight.
gave him a third
Yeah,
fight,
Yeah, so
but
it goes a long way. But I think now he shut all the.
I think it's
doubters.
done.
Yeah,
Unless Max goes on like a 3-4 fight
yeah, yeah.
win streak, I don't think he's gonna get that one back.
Yeah.
or if Alex goes to 155.
which he really wants to. He wants to be double weight champion.
Yeah, I think maybe the weight cut might have been bad for Max. I don't know. I'm just making up
Yeah,
excuses
it
at
could
this
be
point.
many things,
It
bro.
must
It
be
just couldn't be his
the
night.
credit
But
goes
then
to Alex.
all 5 rounds. I mean, that's very, very.
Yeah, he
shocking.
lost
Yeah,
every single
round.
minute of that fight. I don't
I
think he had one.
I wanted to look for spots where he was actually good, but I couldn't find any.
He had like 1 or 2 good exchanges where he had a good head kick or something.
Right.
But even that wasn't
I
clean.
mean, he was blocking it. Alex was
Yeah.
blocking everything. You know, it was so good.
He was just on. He was
Yeah,
just a lot
exactly,
sharper,
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
faster.
Yep.
But
So, but even after the fight, I mean, Alex was like, "All props to Max." I mean, for taking their fight. And,
yeah, he's
yeah,
a classy guy. He's
yeah.
a classy guy. I'm not gonna hit on him too much,
Yeah.
but still sad that Max lost.
Yeah, I think he'll come back. One of the things, and when I was listening to Max's interview, and he was saying, "I'm first a streamer and then a fighter.
Yeah, maybe he got
fighting
this-
as a job. I just come, do it, and go home.
Yeah.
But streaming is my first love, is what he was saying. So I don't know if he's losing interest, but he's still young, bro. How old is he?
He just turned 30.
yeah,
He's a young guy.
Yeah, very
He's
young,
not even in
yeah.
his athletic prime
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
The man's literally 30. I
So,
think.
yeah, I mean,
you think
good
he got
luck.
distracted with the streaming?
Could be very good, especially in COVID times. He actually got a lot of stream followers in the streaming world. Yeah,
He's a fun guy to watch and
yeah,
listen to, so
yeah.
he probably has a lot of
yeah.
fans.
And he's just not that aggressive, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I like him. I love him, you know, as a person. I really,
He's
really
a
love him. As
volume fighter,
too.
bro.
Yeah, he's a volume fighter. Exactly. He also doesn't have a puncher's chance, you know. I mean,
Yeah, he's not a knockout
if you're going
artist.
into the 4th and 5th round with losing the first 3 rounds, I don't think he has a chance.
Yeah, I think all the fights Alex, even when he was a champ, sorry, not Alex, Max, whenever he's won, it's been in like the later rounds.
Yep,
I don't remember him
exactly.
winning in
Yep.
like the
And
first
all
round.
with volume, right?
Yeah,
he's-
always.
Has he ever had a knockout?
He's knocked down people. I don't think he's knocked out with one punch.
Okay.
With Ortega, it was just a volume clinic.
Gotta go back and watch
He
that
threw
fight. Yeah,
so
yeah,
many
yeah,
punches.
yeah.
There was a record where he landed the most amount of punches in a fight. I don't know if it's still the UFC record, but that fight I remember hearing the analyst saying that he threw the most punches in a
Calvin
fight.
Cater, right? He
With
made a
Calvin
record. Yeah,
Kattar?
Yep. I think that was a fight. I could be wrong, but I vaguely remember.
I know with Ortega they were thinking
saying,
of stopping because
Yeah.
his eye was so busted
Right,
up. He
right.
messed his orbital bone or
Yeah,
something. It
yeah.
was really bad.
But Ortega had Alex in a good guillotine in I think in the 4th round or 5th round. And Alex got out of it. I don't know how, but he got out of it.
It was
I thought
sheer
Alex
will.
was done over there.
It was sheer
So
will.
I think Ortega and Max should fight again because Ortega also has come up a notch. And
Oh
then
my god, that would be
Max to come back in the
crazy.
streak, he has to fight. You know,
That would be
someone like Ortega.
crazy.
Yeah.
Poor Max, bro. That's murderer's row again if
Ortega's
he's fighting.
that guy, right? And next week or the week after that, he's fighting this guy. Who's that guy?
He's fighting?
Yeah, Ortega's fighting.
No way.
Yeah, he's fighting one of the featherweights. I forget his name. Shoot.
Oh my god. Let me check this.
TJ Dillashaw, I think.
No way.
I think so. Can you check once?
Brian Ortega?
Yeah.
Let's see. Brian Ortega versus Rodriguez. Rodriguez.
Yep.
That's gonna be a good
that's
fight.
a
That's
fun
gonna be a
fight as well,
good
yeah.
fight. Because Max dominant. Yeah,
Yep.
that was his last
Yeah.
fight. It wasn't Cater. It was
Cater,
Year.
yeah. No. It was
I think-
Cater. He fought Year after that?
Yeah. He did.
Yeah, I think you are
It was a
right,
bloody
right?
fight.
Yeah,
They got
yeah,
cut
yeah.
up pretty bad, but he won. I think he won 4 rounds to 1 or something. Or was it 3 rounds? 3 or 4 rounds? No, was it 5 round or? I remember watching that
I
fight.
vaguely remember.
Yeah.
I did
He
watch the fight. I
dominated
just don't
him.
remember all of
It wasn't just Calvin Cater. It was
Okay.
Year. And he kept giving him respect. It's like, I wanted to fight him for so many
Right,
years.
right,
He's a
right,
great guy.
yeah.
They're awesome.
It's true.
He comes to fight.
Yeah.
Because Year came after like a 2-year, 3-year layout.
Yeah,
Layoff.
you're right. You're right, Salman.
So, yeah, he fought Year.
Yeah, Max. I mean, there wasn't one fight where Max was boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Max was never boring. Even this fight, he wasn't boring. He
Yeah.
was just outmatched.
He got
Yeah.
outmatched and outclassed. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
What
What
do you
was?
think? Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
That's what Max would say. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
yeah. So, all right. I think we're good.